Do you want to manifest abundance in your dream life? Have you tried all the things, the affirmations, the vision board, the positive thinking, all the rituals, and still not having any success or tiny little results? If so, there is a reason. Literally 95% of what's being taught out there, 95% of the teachers, people covering it, are giving you a small fraction of what you need to know. To manifest, it's so much bigger than just the law of attraction. So if you want to manifest more money in your dream life, watch today's video. Hi, I'm Tracy from the Money Boss Show, and I'm here to help you step into your personal power, make more money, build your dream life. I have done it. I've created an abundance of wealth, my dream life, land, all of the things. And I promised myself after 20, 30 years of learning and reading this book and following this person, I said, one day when I build a successful company and I know how to do it, I know how to make money, I see it all, I understand it all, I will create a platform all in one spot to teach others how to do it. And today's video is a big one because literally everything they teach you out there, the law of attraction, the law of assumption, that's all just part of a very big picture that goes into making money. And here's the thing, it's scary, it's complicated, it's scary trying to explain it all. It's complicated and it's big, and it really requires a deep and broad experience in business and manifestation. Honestly, I've been a business owner for 20 years. I've been thinking about this work and wanting to do it for so long. It's now at this point where I see it all. I know the laws, I know all of the steps, I see the big picture, and I can now teach it. I would say a lot of people out there, well-intentioned, but they're giving part and parcel of it, leaving people feeling like they're doing it wrong, failing, that manifestation doesn't work, that they're a failure. And that's not the case. It's like giving somebody a roadmap to California from Canada and saying, go south. That's about the information we get from most individuals that are touching on manifestation. And again, everybody has great intentions to help out and they're passionate about it, but it's so much deeper. So let's dive in. If you're as excited as I am about making money and being in your personal power, owning your life, you're not going to want to miss this video or any of the videos in the series that I'm doing. So let's hop right in. And the number one statement I want to leave with you is you do not attract what you want. You attract what you believe to be true, and you attract what you are. So that's the number one thing I want to talk about. Most people think, okay, I want $1 million. And then they put that on their vision board, and then they stay the same, doing the same things in the same job, being the same person with the same actions and the same beliefs. And then they wonder why it doesn't work. But the problem is you only attract what you think can be true, truly, and what you are. So if your manifestations and what you want to create doesn't really align with your mindset, your actions, where you're at with life, it won't happen. So let me go a little bit deeper into that. We like to think that we can put something on our vision board and then it'll magically appear. And I had thought that too at one point. And a lot of people will beat up the law or the secret because it shows an elephant popping up in the living room. And I think a guy manifesting a car. And the problem is the secret is unbelievably powerful. This is what started me on my journey of becoming a money boss and building my dream life. Rhonda Byrne and her work is life-changing, but that was the introduction, the seed to set you on your journey to learn the rest of the story that I'm teaching here. So we can't just put something on a board and assume it's going to happen. And that's why people fail and think manifestation doesn't work. Because while the laws are extremely powerful, there's other things that need to happen in conjunction with the laws working to create your items that you want to manifest. So here is the thing. The journey to money, the journey to life, the journey to manifestation is on 3 planes. We're going to call it the metaphysical, and we can call that prayer. We can call that laws of the universe. Everything we can't see, the law of attraction. And I'll go in and I'll name all the laws right away. But plane number 1, where we think it all happens, is the metaphysical. And that's where most people stop. They go, okay, I'm going to just tap in and think positive thoughts and put it on my vision board, and I'm going to attract $1 million. And meanwhile, you're a cashier at a grocery store with no rich relatives. Chances are slim that is going to happen. It's nothing against you, but there's just other stuff that needs to happen to line you up with what you want to manifest. So number 1 plane is the metaphysical, okay? That's laws of the universe, prayer, the magical stuff that we can feel is out there, that we believe in, that we can't really explain. Metaphysical, number 1. Number 2 is mindset, your thoughts and your beliefs. This up here, if you don't realize, is creating everything you see in your reality. Most people don't realize that because we grow up, and I've talked about this in a lot of videos. I'll talk about it a little bit more. We grow up in a community, a family, a situation, and we see how life is. And then we're programmed to the reality that we grew up in. And then as an adult, we recreate that because of our subconscious programming. So here is the thing. If our mindset and our thoughts and our beliefs are of poverty or middle class, everything starts in your mind. This is the GPS. This is the computer. This is what drives your life. So if your mind is programmed to lack and limitation or just getting by in middle class, that is your programming. And that's what will drive your actions that creates your reality. So plane number 1, the metaphysical. Plane number 2 is your thoughts and beliefs that you hold true. You will not ever manifest something that is incongruent with your identity, that doesn't align with your thoughts and beliefs. And very often we don't realize what our thoughts are and beliefs are. We go, okay, I can be a millionaire. I'm really smart. But those are your conscious thoughts, what you want. That's 2% of your thoughts. Your subconscious is 98% of the thoughts you have in your programming. So while you might say, I can be a millionaire and put that on your vision board, that's not going to happen because pretty quickly your subconscious, your programming, based on the way you grew up from birth till now, is going to override any thoughts that doesn't align with how you've been conditioned to see life, your potential, your opportunity. Metaphysical, your mindset, and the physical, where the rubber meets the road, where your feet get going, where your body gets moving. So here's the thing. The other very common thing is we watch movies or listen to videos about manifestation, and they may touch on action, or they might not, or they might leave that as an assumption that you know that. The thing is, for the most part of anything you want to manifest, you need to take action. So now I'm going to speak to somebody that would be like, Tracy, you can manifest with just your thoughts. And yes, you can. And the metaphysical, you can put it out there that you want a cup of coffee, or you could put it out there that you want your friend to call and they'll call because you're thinking of them. Those things happen. You can put it out there to manifest a sign and synchronicity, and the universe will be working to deliver that to you. But if you're relying on just the metaphysical to bring something to you, those manifestations are going to be few and far between, because they will be few and far between. The third part is the physical. You need to take action towards what you want to manifest, aligned action, they say. So if you want to make $1 million, there's a few ways it can happen. Inheritance, so somebody needs to give it to you or die and then give it to you. Lottery, or you need to earn it. So hopefully somebody doesn't die, because you don't want that. And that's very, like, that's not reliable unless you have a lot of rich relatives and you're waiting out till they live hopefully a long, healthy life. Don't count on inheritance. Don't count on the lottery, because odds are slim. So what that means is you need to do something of service that can be exchanged for money to bring you your $1 million that you want to manifest. And that's what people forget to tell people. And it's also not very sexy. It is so much sexier to create a video, how to manifest. And then I'd be done by now. I'd just tell you to put a vision board, say affirmations, and wait for it to happen. But I wouldn't feel right with that, because that's not the truth of it. It's a small amount. And that's what I thought when I started. And then I realized, I'm like, wait a minute, how's this going to come? I need to start taking action. And then I was a business owner, so I sold. And then I started working all three of the planes of manifestation, of money creation. And then I started to see the big picture. It just, and it wasn't all at once. It was like one scenario after the next, and then years, and then testing and failing, and finally figuring out the formula. So if you want to manifest, you need to be enacting all three planes of existence of creation of money: metaphysical, mind, and physical. I could stop right there, but I'll go in a little bit more detail, because I want this to be the one video that you can rewatch and just refresh and go back to it for daily encouragement, because I had to literally spend 20 years bumping around, piecing this together, realizing that things just didn't happen. And it sounds common sense, but a lot of people, we think because it's metaphysical and portrayed to be so powerful that it's just going to happen, but it's not. I mean, the odd thing can, and I've had and still have tons of synchronicities happen, magical things that you can't explain. So you know that the laws of the universe are in play. But to create money, I have been working on this and physically working in my business 17 years beyond that to provide a product or service that I can exchange with people to make money. It needs a vehicle to come through. If you want great wealth, you need a vehicle for the money to come through, right? You either need to get a job or you need to start a business and offer a product and service. And that's how your manifestation comes to you. You can put it out there and then you deliver the goods and the money comes. So let's go into this a little bit further. So the laws of the universe, and I could and probably will do 12 separate videos on each one of these because they are big in themselves. But I'm going to list them here really quick and then touch on one or two of them that are they're all important, but most common, most relevant for this video. So 12 laws of the universe: the law of divine oneness, the law of vibration, the law of correspondence, the law of attraction, the law of inspired action, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, the law of cause and effect, karma, the law of compensation, there we go, the law of relativity, the law of polarity, the law of rhythm, the law of gender. So the ones that I want to touch on first and throughout the next parts of this would be vibration, attraction, cause and effect, and compensation. So I just told you that manifestation is a 3-part game, and you need to be working on all 3 planes of manifestation and money creation at one time. That is the crazy and overwhelming part of being a business owner. You can't just say, I want money. You can't just deliver a product and service. Because here's the thing, if you're just relying on the metaphysical, it probably won't happen, or it'll happen in small, little bite-sized synchronicities. I'm not saying you can't win the lottery or an inheritance or somebody give you money or a sudden check in the mail. These things happen. But if you want great wealth, you need to make sure you have that vehicle. So the metaphysical, the mindset, and the physical. And if we look at creating money, to touch on that, let's go back to the metaphysical and touch on those laws. So when I said earlier that you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are and what you believe to be true, your vibration, okay? So everything is energy and everything vibrates. And you know how you feel when you stub your toe? That's a bad feeling. And if you go in that vibe, that energy, your day will spiral out of control. And then let's say you're just having a neutral day, just going about your business. Or let's say somebody sends you an e-transfer of $1,000 and says, thanks for your help. Your vibration, your energy just lifted. Vibration is literally the key because it puts you to the level of what you're going to attract. And I like thinking of it as an old TV screen where they have those lines, and up here will be the highest vibration and down here will be the lowest vibration. So if you're angry, sad, mad, depressed, those are lower vibration. Then you go up to neutral, content, happy, thrilled, excited. These aren't the official emotions, but I'm explaining how your vibration works. When you stub your toe, and then you don't make a purposeful attempt to stop that bad vibration, you'll go through your day and then you just enact a bad vibe and it attracts bad things. It's the strangest thing. But if you stub your toe and you're like, okay, well, whatever. Ow, that hurts. Okay, exciting day ahead. You change your vibration and get into a neutral state, get to work. You stopped that bad vibe from taking over. Now going to somebody sending you your money. You're so excited to start the day because you just got this windfall of money. Then you go to work and then you notice everybody's happy. You're on cloud 9. Your boss says something nice. Good things happen because you raise your vibration and then you attract the good stuff. So before the law of attraction, you're actually working with the law of vibration. If you're a criminal, you're going to attract bad stuff. If you are like a high vibe and superstar, you're going to attract good things and start to filter out the bad majority of the time, right? So before we even go to the law of attraction, it's the law of vibration. You attract what you are, your vibration, your essence, your feeling, your mood, just to put it in different ways, because I didn't realize that. It took me times where all of a sudden something good's going in work, or you get one good sale. Then, sure enough, then you make sales calls and everybody's friendly, and then you make another sale because you raise your vibration and you start to attract good. Same example. I used to make sales calls and I noticed when I picked up the phone, and if I didn't work on my vibration, if I was in a grouchy mood, chances are you got people hanging up on you. Not good. because I had a bad vibration. And that goes out magically through the universe, through your tone, through your feelings. And people around you on the phone can hear this and feel it. It's the weirdest thing. So vibration is number one. As much as possible, you need to keep yourself out of the sad and the mad. I always find it fascinating that people watch horror movies and murder movies and want to cry at the end of movies and books. If you're a business owner, your number one job is managing your vibration because that builds the success of your business. And it fascinated me when I knew friends that wanted to just watch stuff that made them feel horrible. Sure enough, they didn't have to perform or build a business. They just went to their job and probably passed on the bad vibe from the deathly horrific movie they watched the night before. If you want to create the life of your dreams, your number one thing is to learn how to manage your energy, your mood, your vibe, your vibration, and learn how to raise it. That is the secret. If you stopped here, you'd be well served, but don't, literally. Actually, on that note, if you are enjoying this video, please like and subscribe because, guys, I literally want you to be successful. You can make money. You can build the life of your dreams. And I've done it. And I just want to serve and help people because life doesn't have to be a struggle. So if you're watching, like this, share it. Like this, subscribe, share it. Go to the moneybosscollective.co, sign up for our newsletter. Sorry for that brief commercial. Your number one job is to protect your vibe. And then from there, you attract what you are vibrating at, right? And another one, okay, so that's vibration and attraction. Cause and effect. This is a big one that needs to be said because very often when we get in life, and especially as we get older and those big changes stop happening, you get comfortable in a job, you start to have Groundhog Day, day in, day out, and you literally forget that you're creating your life because you're on autopilot. And if you didn't know you're creating your life, you are. You're just creating it consciously or subconsciously. If you just show up and do the same motions daily that you've done all of your life, all you're going to get going forward is what you have now, minus a few good things and bad things here. If you want to dramatically change your life, you need to change. And I'll go into that on the mindset and action, the physical, a little bit more later. So cause and effect. If you want the effect of a lot of money coming to you, you need to be working on all three of those planes. You need to be vibrating right. You need to be attracting. And here's the thing. You don't get money without delivering a product or service. So the game of getting money is to figure out what kind of product or service, or if you're in a job, your time, product, service, your time needs to be exchanged for money. That's the spoiler alert. You go to work, you get an hourly wage or a salary. Time, money, cause, effect. You go into business, you find a problem, a product, a service that will help a lot of people. You offer the solution or the product for money, and people buy it based on how much they need what you have to offer. Cause and effect. If you sit there, put $1 million on your vision board and expect $1 million to come while you sit on the couch and play Xbox or read a book, you didn't really cause and effect it. You enacted some positive thoughts, which is a great first step. And unless you bought a lottery ticket and you're going to be a rare lucky one, or unless a rich relative dies, which you don't want to track that. You need to start causing the effect to come to you. The effect is money. Now, what are you going to offer for that money? And then, secret, more secrets, all secrets. They don't tell you this all in one place. The more money you want to make, the more people you need to reach, or your product or service has to be that much more in demand. For example, take Spanx. My goodness, it's not even that complicated. But look at how many women are in this world that want to look really good in their evening wear. So Sarah Blakely created Spanx, affordable price, extreme value, because who doesn't want to knock it out of the park in their evening gown? She became millionaire, billionaire. I don't even know what she is. So she created a product for people to buy. That's how the money started coming in. And she created a product that a lot of people want. That is how she makes a lot of money. But if you want to start making money, just start with making your first dollar. That's the best way to start making money. Learn how to make your first dollar, and then you bump, and then you learn, and then you can scale it from there. So vibration, attraction, cause and effect, and law of compensation. I literally just spoke about that. You are compensated according to how replaceable or not you are in your job. So let's say in a job scenario, if you're an administrative assistant, that's supply and demand. There's a lot of people that can fill that role. Hey, and some do it way better than others, but that's not the case. Supply and demand, there's a lot of people. The price of how much you are paid goes down because there's a lot of people that can do it. If you leave, they'll find the next person. Now, if you have top level business building skills, Fortune 500 CEO, you're making the top bucks. And then everywhere in between there, if you can manage people, the number of people that want to and can successfully manage and stay in a job long enough goes down. So then that person makes more money. And then the other example would be a salesperson. If you want to be in a job and you want to make a lot of money, your number one skill, and even if you want to be a business owner, your number one skill in life is sales. If you can become the best salesperson, there is no top to how much you can make selling. That is the highest paid role in an organization, literally, other than CEOs and maybe nowadays the marketing people, because they automate a lot of the sales process anyways, right? With CRMs, that kind of stuff. So the law of compensation. You're compensated according to the value you bring to your job or a product or service you offer through your business. And then, like I said before, the more valuable that product or service is, the more you can sell, the more you can charge, the more money you'll make. So those are the laws. Now let's go to the second plane, thoughts and beliefs. And then the third plane is action. So I'm going to do these next two together using the reality creation framework that I've done in numerous videos before. So it's critical that you use the laws, but then also realize you're operating in the reality creation framework when you are manifesting wealth. So the top of the reality creation is your thoughts and beliefs. Like I said before, if you have poverty, welfare mindset, until you reprogram your brain, you're going to live in that and attract that. Middle class, you're going to relive that. You see that, you grew up with that. It imprints on your mind. You hear your parents saying, we don't have enough. Be grateful. Starving kids in Africa. Your mind, your ears, take that into the screen of your mind that programs your brain. And your brain says, oh yeah, middle class, things should be a struggle. I can only make this. We don't know this. This all happens. Those subconscious thoughts that are there programming us, it's like if we were on a Nokia flip phone when we could be going reprogramming and putting the best apps onto this iPhone to teach us everything we need to know to build wealth. Making money is a skill. It doesn't matter if you grew up in poverty, middle class, rich, you need to learn the skill of making money and then follow these steps. So, thoughts and beliefs. You attract what you are and believe is possible. Your thoughts and beliefs are based on your past programming. You need to reprogram, learn, watch videos like this, listen to The Secret, The Science of Getting Rich, find YouTube videos talking about this, condition your brain, shut the news off. You need to brainwash yourself with great information, or if you just continue to take in the news and recession and death and destruction, that's all your eyes see, your brain sees, your ears take in, and you recreate it in your reality, and you don't even realize. Then you look out, you're like, that's reality, yes, and then it's a reality creation framework. We don't realize we're doing it. You take in new information, and then your brain goes, oh, okay. So then we move to the feeling. You have a feeling that maybe you can do this. There's a lot of doubt and a lot of fear, but you change the feeling. So guess what happens? Then you go to action because you feel the vibration of you changes. You're like, this is a possibility. I didn't know. Maybe if this guy was poor and he did it, I can do it. You have a different feeling. You're going to act a different way. Oh, maybe I'm going to get that book that Tracy said, The Secret, The Science of Getting Rich. Actually, I'm going to download it on Audible and listen to it every day on the way to work. Repetition. You don't need new information. It's all filler. Repeat the same stuff. Program your brain at the start of the day, end of the day, when you are most susceptible, tongue twister, to information when you wake up and when you're going to bed. Brainwash yourself for success. So if you didn't have that new thought and belief that gave you the new feeling, you just create doing the same circuit, right? You'd be like, oh, that's life, that's life, that's life. And then you die. You don't know any different, but you had a different feeling. So then you took an action. You went onto your phone, put the Audible app on, paid $20, bought one of the books, and just started brainwashing yourself for success. That feeling, the action of buying the book and listening every day leads to a different result. Not immediately, because if we go this way, I'm going to flip the reality creation framework to a bit of a tornado here. A spiral, excuse me. What's going to happen? You go through that whole framework that I just said, thought, belief, feeling, action, result. And it takes a long time for what's coming into your mind to reprogram and then to physically change your reality. Prime example, if you're in a job, you start thinking and believing different, having a different feeling, taking a different action, and gain a different result. Here's the thing, most people get annual raises. So your life situation at best is not going to change for a year. And let's say you learn all this and you're a month away from your review and you've just been doing the bare minimum, your boss isn't thrilled with you. They might be like, yeah, okay, you've been keen for the last month, but yeah. So it might take you 2 years. And that's why people give up. They forget that you got to move through the results of the old you while reprogramming with the new you. So that takes a while. Let's say finally your boss is like, you're amazing. You're getting a raise, you're getting promoted. And then you jump up and you're at a new income bracket and then life's getting better. And you're like, okay, this works. What else can I do? I can get a new skill to make more money. Maybe I want to start a side hustle. I believe in my ability to be disciplined and talented. So maybe instead of spending all that extra money you're making on your paychecks, maybe you decide to start a savings plan. And then you're making more money, saving, and then you're feeling empowered. And then that starts to give you a new thought, belief, feeling, action. And then it's a never ending. As long as you don't give up and stop, you're never ending going through reality creation framework every day, every week, every month, every year, decades, for your whole life. So it's a slow game. It tends to be a very slow game to start because it takes a while to get out of your old results, right? Takes a while. Or maybe you come up with a brilliant new service and a side hustle and you put it online and you start making money right away. Could be quick, but for majority of people, learning this stuff, reconditioning your mind, studying, taking different actions and then making mistakes and then going, well, this doesn't work, and keeping at it. It's a slow process. You're recreating yourself, just like your body on the inside. What do they say? Every 7 years, I can't remember what it is, you're a brand new body. With the reality creation framework, if you don't stop and you're never ending learning important, relevant information with a goal, you're improving yourself. And then it goes like this. And let's say all of a sudden you start a business and then you bump a little. When I say bump, it's learn and make mistakes and have successes. So you start a side hustle with the money you saved up. And then you sell one product. You're like, if I sell one, I can sell more. So then you scale up. And then here's the thing. Eventually, you're $1 million business owner and you manifest $1 million. That's the thing. It is such a slow process because we need to become the person that is, thinks like, is aligned, takes action, feels, vibrates with what we want to attract. I hope, goodness, guys, this has taken me 20 years to literally learn this to a solid art and be able to articulate it. I wanted to start the Money Boss channel 7 years ago. I wasn't ready. I knew it, but I was what Bob Proctor would call an unconscious competent. I had figured it out, but I didn't know how to teach it. So I didn't. I just kept on growing my business, learning, studying. And now within the last year, and then really recently, I'm there. I got it. I got the words. It's opened up. I'm ready to help you be a money boss. Because you know what? Honestly, life isn't supposed to be a struggle. If you look around at your family, you see struggle. If you look around at society, the news, everywhere you see struggle. Put the blinders on like the race horses. Start reprogramming your mind to get new thoughts and beliefs, new feelings, new actions, new results, while working with the laws of attraction to manifest your dreams. This is the secret behind the secret. Simple as that. We're done. Literally, guys, it is taking me a long time. It sounds so simple when I explain it here, but this is 98% of the stuff people don't teach you and articulate the ins and outs of how it works, how it goes together, how it doesn't happen quickly, how you have to recreate yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you watch this, like, subscribe, drop a comment. I'd love to hear from you. There's thousands, hundreds of you guys that watch my different videos. I'd love to hear who you are, what you do, what your dreams are, what you got from this video. I would absolutely love to hear from you. And again, call to action. If you don't want to miss a video, head over to the Money Boss Collective. And there's 2 things you can do there. You can take the Sacred Money Archetypes personality test to learn your top 3 money archetypes. So valuable. I'll cover in more videos. And if you do that, you'll be subscribed to our newsletter too, or subscribe to the newsletter. And either way, you'll get notifications once a week on new videos. If you want to be the boss of your life, just tune into my channel. It's not patting me on the back. I have literally taken everything I've learned, and I believe to the bottom of my marrow in my bones that I am here to teach this and help people revolutionize their money game. I hope you like this. Join us on next week's video. Bye.